Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Mt.Tammany Ridge. You've got John here. So, as you can see, I'm down in the wood yard, which is pretty normal for this channel. But today, things are going to be a little bit different. A couple things have changed very recently. And so you guys are usually watching me split wood with the Champion 37-ton residential style firewood splitter. And this weekend I was up in Boonville, New York, and I went to the I guess it's the Woodsman's Field Day event, and met a lot of really awesome people up there, from the YouTubers. You got Jake from Dude Ranch DIY. You've got Brad from Firewood at the Furnace. You got, oh geez, who else? You got Shibe. Shibe was there. Shifty was there, from Back 40. God, who else? Mike Morgan from Outdoors with the Morgans. They were there. I got stickers from a whole bunch of them. I can't wait to put them on one of my machines and, you know, kind of flaunt it, you know, that I got to meet these guys. So, and gals, mind you. But now that I'm done chasing that squirrel, today we're going to do something a little bit different, with the machine that is a lot different. Okay, so why don't you guys come on over here with me, and I'm going to show you what I've picked up over this past weekend. And we're going to run this machine a little bit and in this video, and there's going to be several other videos as well that I'm going to make on the machine. We'll go over that in just a minute. So just follow me over here. All right, so we're over here, and this is the Brute Force Semi-Pro. Okay, now this particular machine has a few extras added on to it. I think they did this, even though normally they only do this for, you know, customer specific, kind of like a special order thing. I think they did this mainly for the show up in New York. So I'm going to try to keep my bearings on what the extras are in comparison to what the standard is. So standard, it appears to be that comes with a sorting tray, which is this piece of the equipment here. Then you've got your 4-way wedge, that's standard. You got this cradle system here, which I really like this cradle system, because when I pull a log from over there on the log lift, which is another standard piece for this splitter, when I pull a log up and over that, it lands right down in there, and it's not like it's going to fall on me and break my knee backwards. So that's nice. The other thing, I'm pretty sure this is standard, but this pad, the size of the pad is good. I really like the size of the pad. And you know, you can see they etched in, you know, the Brute emblem there with a little iron cross, but it's also got these little traction teeth that go all the way around. That's nice because it keeps that log from wanting to spit out of there. This has the upgraded 28-ton big bore cylinder. So this has what do you call it? It's got a fast split system on it. So the down and back cycle time is between 6.5 and 7 seconds, which is pretty darn good. I'm impressed with that. So all your valving here is located in the center, which is real nice. You've got your, this is the lever for your cylinder, for your ram, and this is the lever for your log lift. The wheel package on this is set up for 13-inch. So that way, when you're going down the road, pulling this thing, it feels good behind you. It doesn't feel like, some of you might know, a cement mixer that seems to, you know, do the dog tail wagging thing. The motor on this thing is it's a Kohler 14 horsepower motor, which I gotta tell you, it very happily and blissfully pushes all kinds of species of wood through here. I've played with this thing last night. I couldn't help myself. I had to do it. Now this this log lift here is, I don't want to say serrated, but it does have little teeth on it to help grip the wood and make it a little bit safer so things don't slide off so easily. And not only does it have that, but it's also collapsible. So that prevents two things. It prevents you from accidentally crushing your foot when you put your log lift down, but it also prevents, not all the time, there's always an instance where it could happen, but it will prevent the likelihood of a jacking type of situation. What I mean by that is when this log lift goes down, if there's a scrap piece of wood or a log round or something that happens to fall under there during your splitting process, if this was fixed, if this was welded rigid on here, when that thing went down and it pushed on that log, it'd want to pick up your machine and tip it toward you, and nobody wants that to happen. So that was good on them over there at Brute Force for doing that. That's very cool. The jack on here is really nice, cranks up nice and easy. I wouldn't imagine it would be very hard for most of the jacks to lift up a machine like this. However, you can pull the pin once you have it hooked up to your hitch, swivel it around 90 degrees, and it's up and out of the way. You don't have to worry about bending it accidentally. It's got an internal hydraulic fluid filter, which is good. I can't remember off the top of my head how many gallon that hydraulic fluid tank is, but it is a lot of hydraulic fluid. Not sure I'd want to pay for that again. That hydraulic fluid is very expensive. Up here on the valve system, it also has a gauge. It's got a pressure gauge on there, and I believe they've made that standard on all the equipment now, which is really nice, because if you're trying to diagnose a problem, like you know, if you call them because you seem to be low on pressure, and they can say to you, oh, okay, so when you're running that thing, what pressure is the needle showing? It makes it easier for them to help you diagnose a problem and help them diagnose a problem, so that they better know how to help you fix the problem. That's actually really cool. So trying to think if I forgot anything. I don't think I did. I mean, there's a couple other things that AJ did mention to me, but I'm not sure if explaining that to the audience would really would make sense to them, because I barely understand certain parts of this valving system. So for me to explain it would be the blind leading the blind. So instead of yammering, we're going to get this thing running. We're going to slide this IBC tote right up here and kind of nestle this in there. And we're just going to keep pumping this stuff in there and let you guys see this thing run. Today we're only going to use the 4-inch, we're only going to use the 4-way wedge with the stuff that I have here to split. I might go over here. I got a stack behind me. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, if it doesn't rain too hard, I might come down here. We got some maple, and maple's going to be fun to split. So I'll probably do a little bit of stuff on splitting maple, but that's definitely going to be a 4-way wedge thing. And then over there I've got some ash, and after that we're going to do a video maybe this weekend on splitting some ash with the 8-way. So if you guys want to see all this stuff, come on back here to Mt.Tammany Ridge, and we're going to go through all this stuff, and maybe even a little bit of a throwdown, aka comparison video between the Brute Force and the Champion Splitter. buddy. So that's a heck of a machine, I gotta tell you. You can see I had to, play with the auto retract. There's a adjuster on the back of the spool valve, and it still might need a little bit more adjustment, but I got it to work probably 85% of the time. So that's pretty awesome. That auto retract, I mean, I know it's a pretty common thing on a lot of even residential log splitters as well these days, but just that alone in general is a super convenient thing, because it kind of leaves you to do something else while you're waiting for it to retract. However, this thing retracting as fast as it does, that is a major time saver. So but other than that, I mean, that's going to conclude really today's video. I'm going to have several more, maybe even more than several. We'll have to see. It depends on how long I have the machine, and as long as the weather cooperates and doesn't put a damper on things, pun intended. So yeah, if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these machines, or any one of the machines that Brute Force has to offer, it would be it wouldn't be a very hard thing to get a hold of AJ Shaver. So if you want to get a hold of AJ, I'm going to kind of go off this sticker here on the machine so I don't goof it up, but you want to contact AJ. His phone number is going to be 570-690-4051. Okay, I'm going to put that as well on the bottom of the screen. And the website is www.shaverequipment.com, and you can contact AJ there. On the website, they also have a credit application, a super easy credit application that you can fill out. So when you get on there, just go through the menu and you'll see it there, and you can fill it out, and they will be able to get back to you with a quote, and even contact you to build the machine on paper to your specifications and needs. So but other than that, I think I'm going to call this good for the video today, and I'm going to be back down here, weather permitting, and we're going to be doing some more of this stuff, and we'll put that 8-way to work as well. Thanks again for hanging out with me here on Mount Tammany Ridge, and like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Have a good night.